Oh, the church again? Last time. Oh boy. The heavens are high, the earth is wide, expressing life in song far and wide. The resounding song of joy, and the melody of kindness that overlaps prayer. Her performance doesn't falter even for a moment. The performer, as if welcoming her visitor, smiles for a brief instant. I sit down on the dilapidated pew. In the end, so as to not sink into this kindness, I shut my eyelids. Endless days spent deciding who to hate. The boundless hatred, however, was unable to decisively pick out anyone. That is the fate of the artificially formulated malice. Unable to become the demon they had hoped for, it reflects the image of humans like a mirror. All the evil in the world. What a joke. That's just another name for humanity. Look at the mirror you've created. All of our sins are fabricated by people. Rejoice, child of man. You can reproduce any evil. The malice is not what frightens us. What we continue to fear is the weakness of ourselves who enshrined it. Feeling joy in throwing rocks. Numbing the feelings, paralyzing morality, and becoming something ugly. In this cruel world, we cannot live without hate. We will remain uncured for all of eternity. Looking into ourselves, we see a pack of repulsive carnivores. Our teeth bite and shred anything that comes in. As if no different from a tank of monsters. If anybody looked into the depths of themselves, they would vomit at the filthiness of living. And yet, the world is overflowing with beautiful things. Who could deny that? Creatures simply of filth defying their original purpose by continuing to suffer. A silent anguish, a contradictory contrivance of possessing both good and evil. The grating of gears becomes sparks that bloom and die. A small last hope, unreliable though it may be, that continues turning in the dark night. In this nothingness, to me it was dazzling. What a misunderstanding. A self-righteous utopia. What's ugly is simply ugly. The only beings who manage to find beauty in ugliness are humans. And even that sentiment is washed away in the blink of an eye. But that's enough for me. If the radiance only lasts a moment, that is enough. In the midst of this eternally existing evil, if I could embrace emotion, even if it was false, then that light was real. That's right. Since antiquity, people have thought of the concept of stars as something they can depend on. I too reach out my hand for all eternity, and continue to gaze at that eternally elusive moment. That's why, at the very least, while I'm still human, I would like to do something human. I didn't leave anything. In this false void in which I could save nobody, I wished for some sort of meaning. I felt that it was beautiful. That's right. You are correct, Emiyashiro. Even if the sinfulness of your mistakes and sentimentality sears my eyes, I too wanted to yearn for something that I felt was beautiful, just as you do. I just wanted to try yearning for it. There is a curtain of stars in the sky. The long musical performance ends, and a dry sound rings throughout the ruins. Crack, crack, crack. It isn't the sound of a fire crackling. The dry sound is coming from my hands. In short, I'm clapping for some reason. And while I clap, the woman before me stands up. Instead of the usual sour look on her face,
よかった。ご清聴感謝します。
for the first time, she puts on a feminine smile, one meant to bid farewell, no doubt. Seriously? She's always been standing there like she wanted something, and yet something so trivial was enough? So even a whim like this can make people smile, huh? I'm beat. Guess the one who needed the ability to read the mood was me all along.
よ、今日のは随分と長かったな。
And this time around, it's full on Avenger.
もうすっかり夜だけど、体は大丈夫か？
はい。今はあなたの心が穏やかですから。距離を保っていれば問題はありません。
そうじゃねえよ。何時間もペダル踏んでたんだ。単純に疲れてないかって話。
あ、はい。体の疲れはありません。お望みでしたら一日中でも続けられますが。
That's actually pretty impressive. Like, I played the baritone slash euphonium in middle school and a little bit of high school. And, man, playing that thing for like an hour, like hour and a half, 2 hours, it took a lot out of me. And that was just me moving fingers and blowing. But can't imagine like going just moving hands and feet all day. That'd be absurd.
へえ、そりゃすごい。すごいけど遠慮しとく。さすがにそこまで暇じゃない。
The few-hour-long performance left me immersed in my juvenile sentimentality. If I listened to this for 24 hours straight, I would surely regress to childhood.
しかし、なんだな。ものの見事に廃墟だな、ここ。
I guess this is what it looked like during the Third War, I guess? I look around the chapel. It's the only rundown place in the brilliant, prosperous city of Fuyuki. Among the all-inclusive cast, there is but a single person missing. Kotomi Nakire. He is the only one not included in this reproduction. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Because in the 5th Holy Grail War, that man surviving until the end was not a possibility included in any of the outcomes. On surviving the 4th war, he was promised certain death in the 5th one. The girl before me took advantage of that to intervene in the reproduction. Kotomine isn't here, but the role of Holy Grail War Supervisor remains. That is how Caren Hortensia slipped into the vacant spot.
なあ、本当の4日間じゃないな。現実の方でも教会はこうなのか？
ここまで荒れ果ててはいませんでした。今頃は私が清掃をしていると思います。
なるほど。じゃあここにいるあんたは何だ？てっきり本人がやってきてるのかと思ったんだが。
私は本来いないものですから、実体として介入はできません。この閉じた庭にカレン・オルテンシアという要員を送り込んだだけです。
Okay.
4日間だけの限定存在ですが、その代わりにループやリトライの必要もなくこちらに存在できる。同時に4日間が終わればこの私は消え去ります。
サーバントみたいなもんか。紛れもなく本物だけど、召喚が終われば記憶の受け継ぎもできず消え去っちゃう？
そうですね。ここであなたと何を話そうと、外の私には関わりのないことです。
Interesting.
レミやシロウや遠坂凛といった元から存在する方たちには夢や騎士官として記憶は残りますが、私の記憶はこの場限りです。
Oh, okay. Wait, but in that sense, technically, because it's been Avenger the whole time here, right? So technically, wouldn't Shiro be a? But I guess if Avenger's using the form of Emiya Shiro, that in itself means it's Emiya Shiro, so it'd be yeah. I guess that makes sense. So I was wrong. At least Shiro will remember the times he spent with everyone. That's good. That's better than. But he'll think of them as just dreams, which is still depressing. Man.
それって死ぬってことだよな。怖くないのか？
あなたは夢を見ているとき、目覚めることに抵抗を感じますか？
ないけど。そっか。現実感が希薄なんだ。
Yeah. Yeah. I know that. I was just kind of concerned that because. Yeah. But still, it's good that he'll remember, even if he just thinks of them as dreams.
そりゃあ、あらゆる時間にいればわけもわからなくなるか。ある意味ゴーストだもんな、あんた。
私は幻ではありません。お互い触れることはできませんが、私は実体です。あなただってそれは知っているでしょ。もう何度あなたは私の爪に貫かれたか。
そうか。そういえばそういう関係だったっけ？ってことは今かなりきつくないか？自分で言うのもなんだが随分曖昧になってる。あんたには我慢できないと思うんだが。
今は特別に我慢をしていますから。私のことは気にしないでください。耐えるのは慣れていますし、あなたは弱っていますから、なんとか抑えきれます。
Jeez. This relationship sure is a pain. Even though she appeared as a guide, she has a handicap that makes her unable to get close to the person she's guiding. I can't get close to her as anyone but Amy Ashiro. And even that line has become rather blurred since I started coming to this church for no reason whatsoever. Yeah. And then silence. Somehow, my primal instincts tell me that things will become real bad if I keep talking. She doesn't seem to care. Up until now, it has been her who hated silence. Nevertheless, I'm the one who can't stand the silence today.
あのさ、オルテンシアってどんな意味なんだ?
I ask all of a sudden. I couldn't care less about the answer, by the way.
私の国の言葉でアジサイの花を意味しますが。
I feel like I've heard that before. I get a questioning gaze in return. I don't really have anything to comment on.
いい名前じゃないか。
I say something I don't really think.
はい。母の顔は覚えていませんが、この名前は気に入っています。カレンという名も父の国の言葉からもらったものだとか。
I wish I hadn't asked. I was being sarcastic. Hydrangea flower. I meant the image of snails oozily gathering underneath the leaves really suited her. That's rude. Nevertheless, she smiled, saying it was beautiful. Enough. There's nothing left for me to say. There's nothing that I want to say. I didn't come here wanting to do something. I must be off. Any more than this and I'll be leaving more than I should behind. I stand up. I turn my back as if tearing myself away from her.
なあ。俺はそろそろここには来なくなるけど。
There's no need to say it. No need to ask. So why?
あんたはこれからもそうやって生きていくのか?
Why am I curious about something I already know the answer to?
ええ。私はこれ以外の道を知りません。これが私の運命なら、その定めに従うまでです。
Hydrangea flower. A beautiful song of silver. An early dawn prayer battered countless times by rain.
笑わせるな。何？生贄みたいな人生でもいいんだ。
辛いですが、意味のある犠牲です。自分だけがという理不尽に嘆くこともない。霊障に苦しむ人が私の体で救われるのですから。
It's a little unfair to you, though. Only those other people will be saved by that. Yeah. It won't be just the anguish of cutting open flesh. The organs, destroyed from the inside out, will become altogether useless. Those dull golden eyes, along with her right thigh, which is incapable of even running. Even her pliant fingertips, still able to play a prayer. Sooner or later, they will all cease to function ever again. And yet, she says she's fine with that. Accepting it all, just like some idiot I know of.
くそ。だから言わなきゃよかったんだ。
Man, right at the very end, she wound up making me realize it. I've seen this before. This woman has no color of her own, like a white flower. I feel like a bee that's just found a blossom. My lips part on impulse. My voice escapes automatically.
腹が減った。
はい？今、なんと？
Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
唐突だけど腹が減った。恵んでよ、シスター。
あなたは何を？
I don't like where this is going. Planning to do, or something cute along those lines. Not like it even needs saying at this point.
何って。今からあんたを食おうと思う。
It's quite simple. She doesn't even seem surprised. She's just like... It's quite simple, really. I'm hungry, so I need nourishment, magical energy. Yeah, I guess. The woman correctly grasps that this is what I'm trying to say. I know exactly how she's going to answer, even if I wish I didn't. The white flower always lets herself get dyed some other color.
なぜ？以前は望んでいないと言いました。
さあな。腹が減ったから食う。食欲ってのはそういうもんだ。俺は単に。
I've just become unable to resist something any longer. So I'm going to eat this woman. That's, Avenger?
正気ですか？そういう意図で私に触れると、どのような結果になるか分かっているはずですが。
Yeah, I think I know. Of course I'm aware. If I lay a finger on the woman out of hunger, she'll react to my possession and I'll be injured. I might be able to feed on her magical energy, but I'll take on a ton of damage at the same time. That's the logic of it. That's the rule. Normally, I'd probably die. What's more, the disguise I went to all this trouble to keep up for so long would be torn off, leaving only hideous remains. Do you really believe I'm worth that much? That's what the woman is saying. That's what the flower is saying. Deliberately avoiding the question, and with my back still turned.
腹減って死にそうなんだよ。細かいことはどうでもいい。求められれば何人も拒まずなんだろ、シスター。
I smile nastily as I speak, another meaning hidden behind my words. That's the way you live your life. The only source of pride and hope you've been able to get your hands on until now, right? Come on, white flower. Answer me. I dare you.
わかりました。
She answers curtly. Her voice is half sullen, an impulsive resistance to my provocative implications. And it's half steeled, a show of courage mixed with pride and childishness. turn and face this woman with her half and half expression. I drag her by her bandaged arm and head up the stairs. I climb the narrow staircase up to the woman's room. Just as I expected, the room is gray and lacking any interesting features.
つまんねえ部屋だこと。しかし、そうか。あの明かりはあんたの部屋のものだったのか。そう上品ぶるなよ。あんた、ここから見てたんだろ。エミやシローが串刺しにされるのも、体中食い荒らされるのも、ゴムまりみたいな生首になっちまったのも。
Yeah, I guess she was, right?
それを全部見下ろしながら、勝手に何を思っていた。何もしてない、なんてことはねえよな。何しろ、俺が死ぬ時は周りは悪魔だらけなんだからよ。
何が言いたいのです、あなたは。
Her voice is hoarse. I just took one step towards her and she's already like this, huh? She sounds like she's dying of a fever. She can't afford to speak, but she interjects anyway.
別に。あんたが低粛なシスターでないことは聞いてるんだ。非難してるわけじゃない。
Is he implying that she was doing the do to the sight of Shiro being killed?
ただ事実を言ってるだけ。あんたはここからいつも殺される生贄を見て一人で盛り上がってたんだろ。
Oh. Well then.
あなたは。
Her face, which had been pointed at the floor, turns to face mine. Is this shame or anger? The woman glares at me red-faced, looking as if she's about to cry. Not caring, I reach for her. We're close enough to touch already, but those robes are dampening my spirits a bit. They're just not very arousing, and more importantly, there's a nauseating stench of divinity about them. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. I'm beyond caring at this point.
いえ、エミやシロ、あなたは本当に。
The golden eyes show fear. After sacrificing herself to others a countless number of times, what has this woman to fear now?
適当にやりゃ気が済む。あんた、わかりましたって言ったよな。今さらおじけづいたか？
Do I, like, have something ready to cover the screen with? I feel like I might. I mean, I have it censored, the censor turned on, so it shouldn't show anything, but I don't know about noises. There's no objection. The woman doesn't oppose. My face itches with irritation. I scrape hard on my cheekbones with my nails and stare straight at the offering before me. First I take hold of her arm. I forcibly pull the woman against my chest.
今のあなただと 私の体が。
I don't think he cares. Give in and murder me, huh? I don't care about that right now. Okay. If you're going to kill me, then kill me. If I'm going to die, then I'll die. I'm fine with it.
いいさ。来るもの拒まずなんだろ。俺も同じだよ。似た者同士、最後に相手をしてもらうぜ。
It must be because we're so close. I can feel her breathing go into disarray in an instant. Her legs kick the floor. I don't care. As Jesus Christ, this is I put my strength into my arms and get closer to the beat. It's more grappling than embracing. I grab her struggling arms, hold her body in place, bring my face to the nape of her pale neck, and with my fangs, with my sharp canine teeth, I pierce the white flower's throat. I bite into the woman's neck and feed directly off her soul. Without even consciously trying, I can feel the magical energy flowing in through the fangs biting her flesh. The feeling of her body in my arms isn't half bad either. Ha! They both suit me just fine. Resistance and shame is mixed in with the woman's breathing. It's quite a girlish response, but that's not what I'm after. I don't know. I don't know. All I want is her magical energy, and that's the only reason. All I want is her despair, and I want to break her for no reason. It's fine either way. It's time to feast upon the prey before my eyes. I don't loosen my grip on her. I insert my fangs like a red-hot blade to dissolve her from the inside. I make direct contact with her soul and forcibly make her supply me with magical energy, or simply plunder it. A normal human would be drained by this dry by this point. But just as I'd expect, she's gotten away with only labored breathing so far. Even though the agony she's experiencing is easily enough to kill her. Quite a self-sacrifice. Pained breathing. Monka TOS. Her throat twitches. Unaffected, I toy with the woman and drain her. I don't want to know what he means by toy with. I really don't. Oh no. Through the fangs applied to her skin, I endlessly drink her magical energy and take it into me. Physically, at least, it's an embrace. But there's nothing there. Nothing. Not love nor anything else. At most, there's hunger and self-sacrifice. My function is to take in magical energy, and her readiness to deliver it. It is simply an act to expose this woman, a pact to force her into submission. I don't like this wording. Oh no. To a demon, a kiss is that kind of a thing. To drag at her soul, not to switch it out, but to stain completely. An act beginning with the desire to destroy that human being. In the case of a creature who knows only hate, I guess you could call it lust.
分かっていますね。私たちは触れ合えない。それでもあなたはこうして。
Yeah, he understands. The woman stirs slightly. Not in self-defense. Just getting close to her is dangerous. If we touch each other this much, the woman will be unable to hold back, and it might pierce my body clean through.
我慢しろ。盛りのついた猫じゃあるまいし、勝手に。
I part my fangs from her neck only slightly and speak. It's a waste of time. Mid-sentence, my fangs push against her porcelain skin, and I put my weight into my jaw and bite. The woman seems to be restraining her body with all her might. Making no effort to resist my act, she grits her teeth in pain. My mind fills with violent emotion. All the human reasoning I've managed to keep together until now is collapsing. Just as this woman holds back the effects of possession, I am stopping my mind from crumbling altogether. The woman's problem is simply her body. On my end, the issue is my troublesome heart. She's only concerned with the transfiguration of her body. The fact that the depths of her soul are being infringed doesn't seem to bother her at all. Like a woman being sacrificed, complying with all desires.
体が弾けるか。いいさ、我慢比べだ。どっちが先に壊れるかも面白い。
It pisses me off that I'm the one to say it. My brain feels like it would crack at the hatred and impulse. If she says I can mess her up, I shall grant that wish. Jesus. The trembling woman's voice gets louder. What is this game anymore? Perhaps enduring the pain of being ripped from the inside. Or maybe fearing the terror of being introduced from the outside. There's no point in guessing. Regardless of which it is. The agony will only intensify. If we were both normal human beings, I could give her some relief with my arms around her back, for instance, or my fingertips. Okay. If we were both normal human beings, we're different. I'm different. When it comes to things that humans are capable of, I can create the illusion through the shell I wear, but that's all. It seems like her breaths are filled with passion. The woman's body is heating up. Normally, having this much masculine energy siphoned away would be lethal, so maybe her body is showing some symptoms. The breathing that echoes in the stone room is filled with pain. Even having no voice, it pleads, "Please stop," to the observer. She stops that plea, the fear in her throat, and gazes at the sinner before her, as if to indicate she's lived like this time and time again until now. Her eyes turn to me. Her hot breath is close, and our gazes intermingle for a brief moment.
冷たい。こうも触れているのに、あなたは痛くて冷たいです。
The more severe the pain becomes, the more strength the woman gains to refuse me. Under the surface, this power relationship is backwards. This woman only needs to stop trying to endure the suffering. Then I'd probably be skewered as usual, and she wouldn't be devoured any more than this. Yet she seems to endure the agony to the end. Caren does not refuse. As if praying, you're the one who is suffering. This still white flower sees to throw herself onto the pyres like a saint. Ha! I laugh. How could I not laugh?
今、首に何を。
I put my strength into my snapping jaws and snake my tongue along her skin. This is the best way to check the flavor. I smell blood. I bite into her once again, being sure to make it hurt. I lessen the magical energy consumption process and dig my teeth in deeper on purpose. She grits her teeth and withstands the pain. The body in my arms, leaning into me, feels so hot. It feels like it's going to melt me. How unbelievably warm. Though it should be no different from a dead body, this is almost like... You nasty woman. You're like the flames of hell. I tremble from my core. Okay, Wait, was that... Oh boy. I hold her tightly. I put my weight into my arms, holding the woman up, so my fangs can sink in deeper. I don't care about the woman's body. My knife-sharp canine teeth suck up the magical energy from deep within her in one gulp. Though breathing heavily, she holds it back and speaks. But there's no reason for me to wait. You've already accepted it. If you don't like it, then just let it go. You could kill me at any time. If it's unbearable, you should just hurry up and expose your body so you can relax.
あなたを受け入れるのはいいのですけど。
Disordered breathing. In a thin voice, like she can't bear it anymore.
少し強くてこんなに痛いなんて思ってなくて。
She's not too pleased with my fangs, apparently. Yeah? The fire is lit. Oh no. That just has the opposite effect.
お願いします。少しだけ抑えて。エミやシロを。
As I said, I don't care. I just want this woman to think of anything else as a pain. Paying no heed, I devour the magical energy from the nape of her neck. A denying spasm of muscle. The woman aches sharply like a bow, as if just having been shocked. Or arches sharply, sorry. Arches sharply like a bow. That makes more sense. I keep swallowing down the magical energy. If the means is already there, all that's left is to keep on feeding. Neither technique nor breathing required. I just pierced her overly soft defenses by force. I don't feel satisfied from the intake of magical energy. The feast begins now. Just now, only an unpleasant, snapping sense of paralysis ran up the sides of my body. A stupefied voice. The woman's eyes meet mine in wonder. These eyes in which your image is reflected. You're asking us that? Okay. What's that supposed to mean? I've never heard of anything like a tainted demon being turned into ashes for devouring a holy woman. Ha! Are you alright? That should be what I say when I'm done with you. You're the one who can kill first, you know. I tell her this with my eyes. How long are you going to keep acting scared? However, it looks on the surface, you're still the one holding the reins here, not me. She answers my gaze aloud. Seems she means to tell me she wouldn't allow herself to be possessed. No matter how strong her will may be, though, her body is gradually turning into that of a soft, flabby woman. The woman fears surrendering herself to her impulses. Probably because if her reasoning becomes weak, she'll be possessed in no time. She bears the pain and reaction to having her body violated to stop herself from killing me. What stupid talk. Just let yourself go until your mind becomes blank and end it already. The flesh of her limbs tears quietly. Is she letting it go? There's no way she wouldn't be suffering. Having this much magical energy sucked out of her must seriously hurt. A pained voice. Every time I hear this sound, the mass of mud swirling within me grows. It's frustrating. I don't know what's annoying me. I sink my teeth into the flesh urged on by the ooze, and then at that moment is the consciousness of Emiya Shiro that's like sort of in there telling, like, fighting back, making you stop. An unbearable, foreign impulse tears through. My fangs suck the magical energy from her neck. It's as if the magical energy is pure water, flowing into my parched throat and body. Not bad. This is going on uncomfortably long. But her anguished cries grow deeper. My ears hear the woman's voice and the sound of flowing magical energy. At this rate, the woman's limbs will likely burst open sooner or later.
そう、落ち着いて。大丈夫。私なら耐えられるから。
Caren, you need to... What the hell? Unbearable. I want to kill. Oh no. Right, it was a oh boy. I want to break her to pieces. Irritated, I crushed that thought.
そうだ。頭に来るのは。
That she won't fight back? This sensation. The face of the woman bearing this anguish. It could all end with a single thought. The woman was at her limit from the start. If I'm desiring her, she had to just give. And act like this is nothing but pain. What purpose is there in taking it in like this?
いいです。もっと思うままに私。
Beg pardon? That's what annoys me. However she reacts to it all is the same to me. I laid my hands on her for the purpose of consuming her to begin with. But the woman has no fear. She just takes it in. Her soft reaction, different from submission, instead of closing up, she wraps around me. Irritation becomes intense pain and destroys the woman's and my limbs. I lose strength. I suddenly stop caring about everything, and my desire to prey on her magical energy holds to a standstill. I loosen my hold on her ever so slightly. The magical energy in the woman's feverish, earnestly resisting body feels like it's of the utmost quality. If I leave something like this uneaten, I'll never be able to eat anything again for the rest of my life. I separate my fangs from her neck and pull my body up. Really, I feel like throwing up. As the urge left in my core continues to smolder, I try to keep the welling malice down, not having been satisfied one bit.
エミやシロ、これで終わったのですか?
There is only one relief. Or there is only relief. The woman is freed from her austerities, and her ragged breaths begin to subside. That's fine. That's fine, so what am I doing? From the start, I only wanted to feed on this woman. Uh-huh. I didn't care about her pain or anything. If the deed is now done, it should naturally have brought relief, so why?
かった。なんとか。
I endured is perhaps what she wants to say. The woman, while still unable to move her limbs, scans her surroundings. I don't get it. Looking around restlessly with her golden eyes.
あなたは大丈夫でしたか？
That's gonna piss him off. I can just feel it. She says out of concern for my insignificant body.
なんだよそりゃ。
It's pretty much like a bolt of lightning. It's the kind of irritation that felt as if it could cleanly split you from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Even while gritting my teeth, my chest is filled with the intense heat, putting me on the verge of vomiting.
だって気を使ってくれたから。私の体の痛みはあなたの体の痛みでもあります。私が憑依を抑えられたのもあなたがエミやシローとしての自分を。
The golden eyes looked dimly in my direction. So as much as he wanted, he unconsciously did hold back in a sense. Interesting. Those messed up eyes, just like her limbs, they're wounded and losing their use. The reason the woman was frightened was it simply because she was unable to see my appearance? That is the true nature of the woman before my eyes. The dedication to throw herself onto the pyres. The love for humanity that makes her care for others even after being abused. A white flower, flesh, a brightly, wetly glistening slug. There is no part of this woman that is beautiful.
なあ。体の方はこの辺りで限界か？
My cheek is itchy. I scratched the cheekbone with my fingernails.
はい。これ以上は耐えられなかったと思いますから。あなたをここで貫いてしまわないで。よかった。
That's too late. She should have pierced through me before I noticed. Yeah. But that was never gonna happen.
悪いな。本番はここからだ。さっきまでのはエミやシローとしての情欲でさ。
I rake my nails along my cheekbone as if to peel off skin. Rather than violating the rules, this is more like abandoning the game. Just for now, I shall deny all that I am. The woman's body springs up. Just being close to a demon makes the body fall into a possessed state and begins to tremble. A different kind of fear. Finally, she fears not only for others, but also herself. Okay. I grabbed the woman's body. Unlike before, her fear now extends to her body. I wrap my arms tightly around her pale back without restraint.
どうしてこんなことしたら
I mean, he wants you to pierce him, apparently.
人のことよりてめえの心配だろ。こっからはさっきとは話が違う。途中であんたで亡くなるのはなしだ。せいぜい死ぬまで。
You should try to keep your gorgeous figure.
やめ引きずられておかしくなる殺しちゃう早く話して
The body becomes stiff, but I don't care. I bring my fangs to her slender nape once again.
ダメもうダメ
Electricity runs through. It's not the stimulus from her magical energy being siphoned into me. Just now is the severing pain of the woman eliminating part of my body.
ちょっとそれぐらいじゃねえと。
The stimulus wouldn't be enough. I exposed the woman, and she takes a part of my body through her demonic possession. We're trying to destroy each other. The only question is whether the insides will disappear, or just overflow. Take as much as you'd like. As long as you don't take so much you lose your figure, that's fine by me.
痛い体さっきり
Her breathing is in disarray, and so is mine. Sparks fly inside of my brain. The more magical energy I draw in, the more cracks appear in my skull. Every part of me that touches the woman's body is being torn apart.
私の体バラバラに
There's only pain. There should be a replenishment of my magical energy, but it's not sufficient. Doesn't matter. As long as you're stimulating my mind, anything's fine. Guided by the woman's breaths, pain distorts my eyes. I want to hear it more. The screams are so good I can hardly stand it. The mincing pain is excruciating, and I don't even think to stop the saliva from pouring forth.
お願いだから意識が隠れて知らないこんなの
I don't think he's gonna stop. I don't think he's gonna stop. Yeah. The plea has an opposite effect. Each time why I hear the woman screams why, I want to indulge deeper in her magical energy and at this rate, tear her to pieces. Oh, those were supposed to be hers. What did she say? Okay. The whys and okay. The white flower struggles with agony in my embrace. The woman suffers, shakes her head while refusing, and places her hands on my chest as if responding.
お前内側からかじられていくみたい
The balance starts to collapse. What used to be nothing but pain now is another sensation mixed in. The white flower is now red hot. The sensations flowing along with our sweat go on without end, satisfying us both. Through something that isn't fear, the woman continues to suppress the evil spirit. The woman squirms to the sensation of having her magical energy wrung out. The feeling of my canines piercing her, the intensity of my feasting on her magical energy, causes her to moan sweetly.
聞いて。もう少しだけなら我慢できるから。
We went from, like, at this rate, and then now she's saying, yeah, I can't. The numbing sensation. The surge of magical energy rushing out in sync with the woman's reactions, altogether different from the first time. I'm breaking into a grin. It would be no fun if it wasn't like this. To hell with being wrapped in an embrace. I only want the screams. Oh boy. If it weren't a struggle for life, it wouldn't satisfy me as well. Ah, it feels like fangs are growing from this pleasure. She trembles at the sensation of my piercing teeth, expanding and contracting as she presents me with her magical energy, yet tries to escape at the same time. Each time my body melts. With each gulp of magical energy, the woman stirs, each movement of muscle. It's becoming harder and harder to recognize the pain. All that's keeping me moving is the desire to taste this woman. Who cares? If I could stop, then I would have stopped. And for starters,
何を言う悪魔払い。怪物にたかられるってのはこういうことだろう。
I pushed my fangs even deeper into her neck. I tremble at her. Why is this going so long? I'm pretty sure he's at the sign 3 times now. I let out the seething hatred and dig in my nails. Why? I don't know whether I'm embracing her or trying to crush the flower. I entrust everything to my warping senses and devour her magical energy. All of the sensations surrounding me melt away like a song. There's no more pain. Nothing at all. I pierce her with my fangs over and over. She must have reached her limit. Rather than reacting to being possessed, the woman responds solely to the sense of pain mixed with something else. What? Stop and then more. What is... I swallow the massive of magical energy with a gulp. The woman stiffens her body to withstand all the sensations. I swallow and swallow. I can feel the fragments of her soul rushing through my body. How convenient. If it's a matter of 1 or 2 hands transforming, I'll just rip them off and swallow them right then and there. If her insides leap out from her abdomen, I'll stick my face there and devour it, keeping her human form. Her body's on the brink of collapse. But even before the changes from the inside come, she's attacked by fangs from the outside. I can't suppress it. I can't suppress this mysterious impulse. I open my mouth ready to devour not just her magical energy, but her flesh. Fascinatingly enough, being startled has brought me back to my senses. Are we done? I realized that at the last moment. This counts for nothing. It was just supposed to be a whim, but I truly wanted this woman. That's not a sentiment I can share. Both of us are touching each other now, but our feelings differ. An interlocking sensation, one similar to love, but which cannot be the same. The woman is already at her limit. I'm already at my limit. Finally, my atrocious hunger for her magical energy has seen the end. My fangs pierce her neck one final time to drink the final mouthful. It streams and spills. The woman's last remaining magical energy. Her life itself begins to flow into me. But I pull away from the woman's body before I have a chance to swallow it. That's fine. This woman has a greater role to fulfill. I can't consume her here. It's all so foolish. I conveniently forgotten something that should have been realized at the start. Is there nothing you find beautiful? Of course. No matter what, I must not be captivated by anything. Because once I feel affection, I can do nothing more than kill. The temperature drops. Having fed, I hurry to rebuild my broken shell. Thankfully, I had not gone all the way, so repairs should be complete soon. She seems to have avoided any fatal damage as well. and is looking at me with the usual sullenness.
一応言い訳として聞いておきますが、一体どういうつもりだったのです、あなたは。
Honestly, even I'm confused about that at this point.
別にただの気まぐれで他意はない。やることはやったし、あとはとっとと帰るだけだ。
Uh-huh. That's one hell of a murderous intent. That sort of glare would likely result in me being stabbed if there are any sharp objects nearby. Thus, it would be best to leave as quickly as possible.
ま、犬に噛まれたとでも思って諦めな。どのみちこれで最後だ。もうこれ以上はあんたに関わらないから、手切れ金とでも思えばいい。
Uh-huh. I leave the stone chamber. I retreat before having my true colors revealed any further.
待ちなさい。言い訳にもなってません。質問を変えます。あなたはどうして止めたのです？私はあのまま食い尽くされると思ったのですが。
そんなことか？でも申し訳ない。前後不覚だったんで覚えてません。
Right. Yeah, uh-huh, sure. Checks out.
最悪の回避法ですね。あなたに質問した私はあまりにも愚かでした。
The woman lets me pass, clearly not in the mood to ever see me again. Yeah. Now then, before her mind changes and I get punished so as to not run into her ever again, I depart.
あ、でもさ、そういうあんたの方こそどういうつもりだったんだ？
A simple question.
別に。
A quiet reply. I force my suddenly heavy legs to move and go towards the stairs. Yeah. This is the end of our final chance meeting.
じゃあな、いい具合だったぜ、あんた。
Right.
それはどうも。悔い改めなさい、けだもの。
With that, the guidepost upon the earth disappears. No more will I, the regular visitor, appear here again. The regular visitor? Uh-huh. Interesting. Alright. I'll be right back. I gotta go do something really quick. But I'll be like 3-4 minutes. Hopefully only that long. But yeah, I'll be right back.